Good morning. Today is my second video using products that I purchased during the Sephora VIB sale. I have 18 products to do an in-depth description and review on. If that interests you, keep on watching. First, we're going to start with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. This is the OG. It's called a primer potion. It has a really nice plastic tube with this fancy cap and a doe foot applicator. This is $27. It's made in the USA with imported ingredients. It has a 6-month expiration date. It has 4.5 stars on Sephora. It contains 0.33 ounces or 10 milliliters of products. It comes in 4 shades. My shade is Sheer Nude. As far as the call outs, it is free of parabens, cruelty, and vegan free. It has just a mild makeup scent, nothing really annoying. And the claims are that it is crease free for 24 hours. And the instructions for application I feel like are important. And that is to apply just a touch, or you can mix it with your favorite eyeshadow to really get your eyeshadow to stay longer. And as far as my thoughts on this product, it is the very first eyeshadow primer that I ever purchased. And so now that I've had time to compare it with a lot of other products, I really enjoy it and I'm glad to have it back in my collection again. The next product that I would like to highlight is the Natasha Denona Color Corrector. So the name for this, the official name is the High Glam Serum Color Corrector. Has a really nice luxe plastic tube with a slanted doe foot applicator. This is $30, made in Italy. Expiration is 12 months. 4.5 stars on Sephora, which is really good. It has 0.25 ounces of products, or 7.9 or 39 milliliters. Comes in 6 shades. The shade that I got is light. It has a natural finish with medium coverage. The call outs on this are that it has no parabens, it is cruelty, vegan, gluten free, and it has just a mild makeup scent. Again, nothing that is annoying. This is made with advanced skincare properties, and the directions for this are to use the applicator to apply this to your under eyes, and if you want to do some color correcting on your upper eyelids, and then you need to let it sit for a couple of minutes in order to let it set. So I'm going to be using an all matte palette today, so I really wanted to kind of get my upper lids really neutral. So I'm using this on my upper lids and under my eyes. All of these products that I'm using, unless it's a repurchase like the Urban Decay, this is actually my 4th time using them. So I'll be able to give you a really good review of these. And the Natasha Denona Color Corrector has really impressed me. I think my shade is perfect for me that I chose. It goes on very smoothly, very light, very effortlessly, and I'm glad to have this in my collection now as well. The third product is the Milk Makeup Primer. This is officially called the Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. It comes in a really sleek plastic tube. There's 3 different ways that you can purchase this. Right now, it comes in a set with the setting spray, which is how I got it. The set is $40. The mini is $20. The regular size is $38. This is made in the USA. It has a 12-month expiration, 4.5 stars, and the regular size is 1.35 ounces or 40 milliliters of product. There's only one shade, which is translucent. It has a matte finish, and obviously primers usually don't have any coverage. The call outs on this are that it's non-comedogenic, vegan, cruelty, and gluten-free. And it has a really weird kind of bitter herbal kind of scent when you first apply it. It dissipates very quickly. And I know that there are some plant-derived materials in this primer, so that's probably why you have the scent. So this contains niacinamide. I'm going to try to pronounce this properly. Bak choy, lentil extract. The claims are that it reduces the pores, smooths texture, and reduces shine. So the instructions are to apply immediately after skincare. Wait 1 minute before applying makeup. A pro tip is to prevent pilling, use it directly after moisturizing. And I did just moisturize my skin. So I've used this 4 times now, and it goes on very smoothly, and I feel like my makeup lasts really good underneath it. Of course, I've only tried it with one foundation so far, and it worked very well with that foundation. That's how I feel about it so far. The next product has really become a favorite of mine, and this is the foundation. This is the KVD Good Apple Full Coverage Serum Foundation. Comes in a very heavy luxe bottle, and you can see all the little details on the bottle. It feels very luxurious. I could not find where this was made. I looked on Google, I looked under Sephora, I tried to look on the bottle. I could not find where it's made. I also could not find an expiration date. Generally, with foundations that don't have sunscreen, the expiration date is about 12 months. This has 4 stars on Sephora. It has 1.01 ounces, which is 30 mils of product, and that's standard for foundation. It comes in 40 shades, which I think is decent. It has medium coverage, full coverage, a natural finish. And the shade that I have is medium 48, which is a medium with cool undertones. This is non-comedogenic, lightweight. So the instructions say to shake well and then use a sponge for lighter coverage, a dense brush for full coverage. As far as a little pro tip that they mentioned, they said to start with a pea-sized amount all over the face for light coverage, and then if you want heavier coverage, use a full pump. I've been using kind of a little bit in the center, and you can see this is kind of liquidy. So I just apply on my face. We've let that milk primer set now for a little bit. And then I'm going to use my BK 101 brush. This is so thin that you would not ever think it has full coverage. The coverage is wonderful. Using between a half and a full pump, I'm getting a definite medium coverage, which is usually my preference. And I have no problems blending this in anywhere on my face. The wear time on this is what has really impressed me, because it's so thin, but it wears so well. Like I say, this is my 4th time trying these products, and this has just impressed me so much. I've been interested in it ever since I saw it come out earlier in 2023, and one of my favorite YouTubers, Martina Lilly, loves this particular foundation. She's quite a bit younger than me, but I really took her reviews into consideration when I ultimately decided to purchase this. And so it does claim to have a natural finish. It has a mild makeup scent, and so it's not bothersome at all. I don't believe you'll have a problem if you're sensitive to different scents. So that I'm really impressed with. Another item that I'm super impressed with that's received a lot of hype, and I feel now deservedly so, is the Natasha Denona High Glam Medium to Full Coverage Serum Concealer. This has a very nice luxe heavy plastic tube. It also has a doe foot. This is $30. It is made in Italy. It has a 12-month expiration, 4.5 stars on Sephora, 0.25 ounces or 7.39 milliliters, 50 shades. My shade is R5, which is a medium rosy shade. And this is not much lighter really than my skin, which is kind of what I was going for with this particular concealer. As far as the finish, it is supposed to have a natural finish, medium coverage. The call outs, no parabens or mineral oil, and it's vegan, cruelty, gluten-free, no scent. The claims, it's long-lasting, creaseless, and it has skincare properties. The directions, use the applicator on the skin, and then you can use fingers, brush, or sponge with this product. This, I'm gonna say, is one of my top 3 concealers in my collection. And I have a large collection of concealers, both affordable and high-end. So that is really bragging on this concealer a lot. One of the pro tips is to let the concealer set for a couple of minutes if you want to go in with another layer, if you want fuller coverage. And this, for my 53-year-old under eyes, I feel like it does not age me, it does not settle. I've been thoroughly impressed with this concealer. Found some real gems in this haul. Next, we're going to go to cream bronzer. I chose this particular cream bronzer during the sale because of the shade. This is the Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer. It has a very luxurious octagon shape plastic container. It does have a mirror. It's $35, made in Italy. It has 4 stars, 0.22 ounces of product, which comes out to 6.3 grams. Comes in 7 shades. My shade is 02 Butter Biscuit, natural finish. This has vegan, cruelty-free, 0 scent. And the claims on this are that it is light as air, non-greasy, sweat and water resistant. Now, as far as directions, it says you can either use your fingertips or a brush to apply where the sun hits. And so I'm using a denser brush. In my opinion, this is a buildable product. So immediately you don't get a lot of coverage, and with my bronzers, that's the way I prefer to use them. Butter Biscuit, I feel like I can use as a contour or a bronzer. So if I want to use it as a contour, I will just apply it in the hollows of the cheeks and then put a bronzer a little bit above it. If I want to use this as a bronzer, since this is a little more cool toned, which is exactly what I wanted, I will apply a more warm tone powder bronzer on top of it to set it. As far as pro tips, it says here to use with amber or toffee teas if you want a more intense contour. And those are other shades of this particular bronzer. So I absolutely love this bronzer. The shade is exactly what I was looking for, and the coverage is exactly perfection in my opinion. I am so happy that I purchased this product. A product that has really been doing well this year for the holiday sales are the Say blushes. Let me get to that page. It's a liquid blush. They call it the Dew Blush. They come in a luxurious, I think this is actually a glass container. If it if it's plastic, it's got me fooled because it feels really a lot like glass. It has a doe foot applicator. The regular size of this is $25. I purchased a mini trio, which has sold out a couple of times on Sephora. You get 3 shades for $30. So it may come back in stock, it may not. This is made in the USA. I was not able to see what the expiration is. Usually with liquid products, it's 12 months. It has 4 stars on Sephora. And so the regular size is 0.4 ounces, which is 12 milliliters. The mini, which is what this is, and I think it will last me a long time, is 0.24 ounces or 7 milliliters. Sorry, I have a little hair on my lip. This comes in 6 shades. The shade that I chose to use today out of the trio is Rosy. This has a natural finish. It's fragrance-free and cruelty-free. The boasts are that it has skin-loving ingredients. It's dewy. It gives you a lit from within look. As far as directions goes, it says to use the doe foot to apply to the cheek and blend with a brush or fingertips. I just want you to look at how beautiful this is. It's not too shiny, not too dewy. It's just got that just subtle glow that makes the skin look really, really healthy. You get the other cheek put on here. So as far as pro tips for this, it says here to blend well with the slip tint, which is their version of a tinted moisturizer, and the glowy gel. The glowy gel is their highlighter. Right now, the highlighter comes in a set of 2 and is on sale. It's in a gift set as well. And I already have the glow highlighter that I like, so I didn't purchase that, but I absolutely adore that highlighter as well. I'm knocking things over as usual, you guys. I'm going to take just a little over my nose here. Isn't that just beautiful? It blends so well. So in case you didn't know my thoughts on this, I really, really like it. Next is a pretty brand new product to the makeup scene. This is Huda Beauty, the Easy Bake and Snatch Setting Powder. This is a sturdy plastic container, and it contains a mirror, and it's magnetic, which I think is kind of fancy. This is $38, made in Italy, 18-month expiration date, 4.5 stars. And this is 0.29 ounces, 8.5 grams, comes in 8 shades. The shade that I have is Cherry Blossom Cake. And this is for fair to medium tones with pink undertones. It claims to have a medium finish, or a medium coverage and a natural finish. This is talc free. That's important to a lot of people these days. I wanted to make sure that I brought that out. Fragrance free, non-comedogenic, which means it's not supposed to cause acne. It is vegan, cruelty free, also free of parabens. And it boasts that it brightens, lifts, and sets. Also under here, you have an adorable little sponge that you can use if that's how you like to apply your powder under your eyes or anywhere really, but it's a pretty small sponge. The instructions are to tap with your brush or your sponge to pick up the product and then press and blend. So usually I press in first and then I kind of swirl around. There is Huda's secret hack. It says apply to smile lines. If you have deep lines right here, you can apply this to kind of brighten them and make them less prominent. And so I thought that was a pretty cool little tip. Let me put a little bit under my eyes. So how do I feel about this powder? I love it. A lot of people compared this to the loose powder, which is an all-time favorite of many, but this is a pressed powder, so I didn't expect it to perform like the loose powder. And I feel like this is really a convenient way to set your face. Again, so happy with these purchases, just so thrilled with the YouTubers that have explained how they use it and what they think about it, as well as the descriptions on Sephora. So that has really helped me to make good buying decisions. So we move on now to powder blush, and I'd like to introduce you to the Armani Luminous Silk Glow brushes. Of course, it's Armani. It has this adorable little clicker here. So it has a luxe plastic container. It has a mirror. The regular price of a regular size blush is $59, which is outrageous in my opinion. I'm sorry, I messed up. $38 for the regular size blush, or a set of 2, which is what I did, for $59. So you get quite a discount on that. And so I did get the set of 2, and I looked recently and that is still available. That's just a good way to be able to try more products. This is made in France. It has a 24-month expiration date, 4.5 stars on Sephora. It's not as easy to see this on top of the Say blush, and it really doesn't show up how beautiful it is on camera, but it is stunning and it feels so great. You get 0.12 grams, which is 0.12 ounces, which is 3.6 grams. It comes in 8 shades. The shade that I have is shade 50, which is Euphoric. This has a radiant finish. It is fragrance free, which for a luxury brand is unusual. The claims are that it is silky, finely milled, and buildable, which I totally agree with. So the directions are to swirl your blush brush into the pan, tap off the excess, apply in sweeping circular motions, and I'm so happy that they had a gift set so that I felt more comfortable purchasing this. Not only did I get the gift set, which has a discount, but I also got my VIB 20% off, and then I was able to use some of my points as well. Really happy to welcome this into my collection. The Bare Minerals Highlighting Blush. I've been really intrigued by the bronzer and the highlighting blush. The official name of this is the Gen Nude Blush Illuminator, so it's supposed to be able to be both a blush and a highlighter in one. This has a plastic container. It does not have a mirror on it. It's made in Canada. 12-month expiration date, 4.5 stars. This contains 0.11 ounces of products. 0.11, why can't I say that today? Or 3.2 grams. It comes in 5 shades. The shade that I got is Mauve Glow. This has a radiant finish. Look at that. I do apply this with a little bit larger brush because it is a blush and highlighter, and I kind of bring it up in a C motion right here. This is gluten, vegan, cruelty-free, no fragrance, and it's free of a lot of things: formaldehyde, parabens, a whole list if you want to look it up on Sephora. So the claims here are that this is a 2-in-1 blush highlighter that has finely milled pearls in it. And the directions are to use an angled brush to sweep down the cheek in a C shape. And I'm going to use a larger brush because I want to disperse this product a little bit more. See how beautiful that is? It's not in your face. It's just very sophisticated in my opinion. As far as a pro tip, you can sweep this on your eyelids, and I'm going to do that today with the palette that we're going to use. And so the highlighting blush from Bare Minerals, total win for me. We're going to go to lips now, and I'm going to use a lip liner that I have used before, but this is a different shade. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Lip Liner. This is a pretty standard eyeliner packaging. The color of the liner is here, which is going to help me to find it in my collection. Individually, these are $25. This is made in Germany. It has a 24-month expiration date, 4 stars on Sephora. 0.04 ounces, 1.2 grams. Comes in 15 shades. Mine is Pillow Talk Medium 2. This is a matte finish, vegan, paraben-free, long-wearing, and velvety. So you outline your lips. They say to start from the corner of the top lip and then use a matching lipstick. So as I said, I'm familiar with this formula, and I have all 3 of the Pillow Talk lipsticks, and I wanted all 3 liners. So I already had, I don't think I had any, no, I had the Iconic Nude, I think. I don't think I had any of the Pillow Talk liners. This is one of my favorite liner formulas. If I eat, usually this stays put. One tip that it's not on here, but you can powder the outsides of your lips or put a primer on them before applying this for even longer wear. The pro tip that's mentioned here, of course, is to match this to your lip liner. That's not really revolutionary in my opinion. I think that this is just a shade darker than my lip tone, which is perfect. I love all of the Pillow Talk colors. They go really well with my complexion. To go over this, we're going to use the YSL Rouge Volupté Shine Lipstick Balm. This has a really heavy, I think it's some type of metal container, and it has this really pretty YSL engraving. This is so luxurious. I've been attracted to this since the very first time I saw it. And an individual one of these is $43. There is a 2-piece set that is $55, which is what I got. That set was not available when I last looked. This is made in France. It has a 24-month expiration, 4.5 stars, 0.11 ounces, which is 3.2 grams of products. It comes in 21 shades. The shade that I'm wearing today is 44 Nude Lavalier, which is a pinkish brown. So this has a high shine finish and a medium coverage. It has a very mild, pleasant scent. I can't pin it between floral and fruity. It's super mild, but it is there. No parabens, no phthalates. The claims for this are that it's hydrating, high shine, balm-like, with 6 natural oils in it. And it just says apply as desired. A very nice light flush of color if you want something natural. So as far as pro tips, I think I kind of mentioned this. It says to use with a touche clot brightening pen to define the lip contours. So this balm, obviously these are not long wear. You have to reapply every so often. Feels super nourishing on my lips. The tint is just perfect for just a natural day if that's what you're in the mood for. And it feels so good. It is not sticky. It just feels like soothing balm on your lips. Exactly what it says that it is. So far, we have not had a bad product. Next, this is brand new to me. This is the Glossier Eyebrow Pencil. Oh no, wrong. I'm sorry. Today I am reviewing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Perfect Eyebrow Pencil. They have one that is not like a kind of traditional pencil formula. I have those, but I wanted to try the traditional pencil. So let me get a little bit of eyebrow gel on first before we apply this. I should have gotten my Anastasia eyebrow gel, but I don't have a new clear gel. I have a tinted gel for this video. And so let's go over some of the information. So as I said, this is like a typical old-fashioned pencil, wooden pencil. It's $23. It's on sale for $16. I don't know how long that's going to last. It has a nice spoolie on one end. These are made in the Czech Republic. 24-month expiration date, 4 stars. This contains 0.034 ounces, which is 0.85 grams. Comes in 8 shades. The shade I chose is taupe. This has a natural powder finish. I didn't see any call outs as far as free this, free that. So it boasts that it's creamy, velvety. There's no instructions, no pro tips. So let's apply this on my super light blonde brows. So this is my 4th time using this, and I feel like this is the perfect consistency. It's not too waxy. That was the word I was looking for. It's not too waxy. It's not too stiff. I feel like the color is perfect. On camera, my eyebrows are not going to look as dark as they do in person because I use natural sunlight, but they are a nice darker color now. This goes on evenly and smoothly. I feel like it gives me a nice quick application. It's not something that I have to just mess with for a long time. When I just need a quick brow day, I feel like this is one of the products I can turn to. Now, is there anything revolutionary about this? No, there's not. I am glad that I have it in my collection. I'm glad that I purchased this. I've been wondering about it for a long time, and so I'm happy to have you. Next, we're going to use the Anastasia Tinted Brow Gel. This is not a new product to me. My other one has expired, but I wanted to at least give y'all the deets on this. This is the Dip Brow Gel, the tinted version. The minis are $9. Regular are $20. The last time I checked, there's a sale. The minis are $6.30, and the regular are $14. This is made in the USA. Sorry, my lip is sweating. 18-month expiration date. This is a regular tube with a little spoolie that you can see here. You can see the color of this. It's pretty perfect for what I need. So this has 4 stars, 0.155 ounces, 4.4 grams, 11 shades. My shade is taupe. This says it gives full coverage with a matte finish. It's free of parabens and cruelty-free. Highly pigmented, long-lasting gel is what they're calling this. So they're saying to start from the arch and go to the tail and then fill in the front. And I'm guessing because you have a lot of product that you don't want to necessarily deposit right here on the head of your brow right away. I usually just go in one time and I can do both brows. Since I do have such light brows, I can do both brows with just one swipe of this product. And one of the pro tips that it says that you can do is to fill in any sparse areas. You can use the tip of this. I don't have sparse areas as such, they're just super light brows. So that's a pro tip. Use the tip of it to fill in the sparse areas. So as I said, I've had this before. Obviously I purchased again, so I'm happy with this product. My all-time favorite tinted brow gel is still e.l.f. But I like the size of the spoolie and I like the shade of this gel, and it works really well, so I really wanted to repurchase while I could get it on sale. Here's a highlight of our video, the eyeshadow palette that I chose for today. This is the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 3 Matte Eyeshadow Palette. If you've ever seen Patrick Ta in Sephora, or if you have any of the palettes, you know that this is so luxurious feeling. It's very heavy. It's just so beautiful. Here is the back. If you want to pause this and take a look at anything, of course, I am going to give you details though. This is $70. And when it first came out, people were saying, why would we pay $70 for an all matte eyeshadow palette? And when people started getting their palettes, they said, we get it, yes, it's worth it. So I wanted to know if it was worth it, and I had to get it on sale, otherwise I just could not justify paying this price. So let's go over some details. This is made in the USA with globally sourced materials. It has a 12-month expiration date, 4.5 stars. So it has 2 cream shadows that are under a nice plastic container right here. And then it has the rest of these are all, which is 10 of them, they're all powders. I'm not going to go into the ounces and all of that kind of stuff because it's a lot. So the basic thing is that there's 2 creams, brown and black, and 10 powder shades. They all have a matte finish. So there is just no formaldehyde, parabens, gluten, vegan, cruelty-free, no fragrance. It's free of a lot of things. If you want to see the details that apply to you, feel free to look that up under Sephora. The boasts are that these are velvety, cool, and warm tones. So the bottom row here are cool browns. The top row are warm browns. You can wear this alone or as like a one and done shadow, or you can layer these, and you can use the creams either as a base for eyeshadow, or you can use the creams to line as an eyeliner, or you can use the creams to intensify any kind of look. So this is the 4th time I've tried this. I've tried all of the warm tones by themselves, all of the cool tones by themselves. I've mixed all of them, and I've used the liner. So I'm going to do a simple look today. I've been starting off with this warm tone right here. There is just a small amount of pickup, and I am literally barely touching my lid because this is so pigmented, and I don't want to lay it down too heavy in one area. I am using a Rephr 15 Max right now to get a really blown out look. So you can see that's just a really light first layer. I'm gonna do the same thing over here, and you guys, I can barely feel the brush. That's how lightly I'm going in just to get this first little layer started. This does have a great deal of pigment. So we've just got a little interest, a little dimension now. I'm going to go down to this cool shade right here. Same brush, but I am going, let me just get my primer creases out. There we go. I'm going to go just a little bit lower here in the crease with this one, and go into the outer corner a little bit with this one. I love to put the warmer tone up high and then go in with a little bit of a cooler tone. I just feel like it adds a lot of texture, dimension. I just like the look of it. I am going to try. I'm trying very hard to learn how to edit videos better, and I am going to try. See, I put a little too heavy-handed right here. That's not what I was going for. Gotta focus all the time. But I don't even know what I was saying. There. I think I fanned that out a little bit better. Absolutely beautiful. Now to even it up, I'm gonna have to go over here. there. I'm not sure how well you can see this on camera, but it's just a light, nice, everyday look. I'm gonna take a clean brush now because it's still, in my opinion, not blended well enough. There, that's better. Okay, so we're gonna take a smaller brush now. I'm gonna find a pencil brush. This is a Rephr 14 Mini. And let's go into this warm shade right here. I'm gonna keep on holding this up if I can. And I'm gonna go underneath the eye, right there. That just looks so pretty underneath the eye, and I believe that warmer shade kind of brings out my blue eyes a little bit better. So if you can find this on sale, I would recommend this. I'm going to keep this on my desk to use with other more glittery palettes when I maybe just need some mattes to work in as well. So I'm so pleased with this palette. I'm happy that I decided to get it. I told you that we are going to go back into our Bare Minerals blush highlighter, and I'm just going to pick some up with my finger, and I'm just going to put it here. Now, I have done matte looks where I've used the cream here, but today I'm just in the mood for just a little sparkle. I've done all matte looks 3 times now, so today I just wanted to show you how you can use this blush highlighter duo. Another thing that I really enjoyed doing yesterday is I took my Armani blush, and I love these cohesive looks. So I took my Armani blush and I swirled a Rephr brush in, and I just added a little of this blush in. It ties the shimmer on my eyes in, and it also ties my blush in. And I just love those kinds of looks. So, gonna do that today. Just kind of brings things together. Makes me feel happy. All right, just a couple products to go, you guys. So we're gonna go to eyeliner now. I've heard so much about these Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes Gel Eyeliners. This has your typical plastic tube, and it has the color right here on the tip, and also this comes off and it includes a built-in sharpener, which is really nice. These are $19. They're made in Germany, 24-month expiration, 4.5 stars, 0.009 ounces or 25 grams of product. Comes in 3 colors. This particular color is a burgundy. It's called Compassion. It boasts full coverage, vegan, cruelty-free, no parabens. The claims on this are that it gives pigment precision, long wear, it's creamy, it's blendable. Now, one thing I want you to keep in mind with this one, I made a big note here, is that it only twists up. So only twist up what you need, because it will not go back down. It does not retract. So you want to use this on one eye at a time. I'm going to put just a little bit up here. Since this is a burgundy color, that's another reason I wanted to add the mauve blush. So I think you can see that I'm not having a hard time at all getting this on. I put a lot on at the tip, and now I'm going to use an angled brush to smudge this. This does dry pretty quickly. I really don't need much smudging, but I just like that not so precise look. So now I'm going to click up a little more, and we're going to do this eye. I'm just putting this right along the upper lash line. And as I get over here to the inner part of the eyelid, I'm using a lighter touch. And finding my angled brush again, and work quickly with this eyeliner because it sets down and then it doesn't budge until you take it off. Very long lasting. So that's subtle, but it just adds a little depth. I'm going to click up just a little more and use in the upper waterline. Applying this at the base of the eyelashes helps to make the eyelashes look a little bit longer and fuller. And it adds such a subtle spark to the eyes, I can't really describe it. So that's the eyeliner. The mascara that we're going to use today is the Benefit Fan Fest Volumizing Mascara. This comes in a plastic tube. It has a long curved spoolie, just like this. So as far as prices, the regular price is $28, which to me is steep for mascara, you guys. Come on, these are getting ridiculous. The mini of this, which I have, is $15. I got a 2-pack of this one and the Bad Girl Bang, which I've never tried, for $20. So I got 2 minis for $20. This is made in France, 6-month expiration. Usually mascaras are 3 to 6 months. 4.5 stars. I'm not going to go into the ounces with you because there's a bunch to read off here. I don't want to bore you. The only shade right now is Hyper Black, free of parabens, formaldehyde, and a bunch of other things that are just too long to list. The boasts of this particular mascara are that it fans the lashes out and it volumizes, and it has these little fibers that help to do that. And the directions are gently wiggle from the base to the tip of your lashes. And a pro tip is to hold the brush vertically against your upper lashes and then stroke upward for added lift. So I'm going to apply this mascara. So my thoughts on this is night and day from the Huda mascara. The Huda mascara, the one coat, wow, it goes on so thick. Your eyelashes look so voluminous. This one does exactly what it claims to do. It fans them out. It gives me beautiful length. My lashes look so long. They're curled up, they're separated, they're fanned out. And I believe that for a more natural look like I'm going for today, this is the perfect mascara. I'm so impressed with this. I love it. And this is my 4th time using it, so it's really kind of getting broken as far as, you know, sometimes it takes a few times of using mascaras to really be able to get a feel for the actual product. And I'm using the tip now to do exactly what it says to do, to kind of even lengthen them more. This side is usually a shorter side for some reason. Hope you can see that. So that is the Benefit Fan Fest Volumizing Mascara. The last item that I have to share with you is the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Mattifying Setting Spray. Again, this container is very sleek, very similar to the primer. I got these in a set with each other, and the set comes in a really nice makeup bag, and I'm going to be using that a lot. The sprayer on this is really cool looking. It's a very unique looking sprayer on top. The regular of this is $38. The mini is $24. I got these two in a set for $40. Very happy with that. This is made in Japan, 24-month expiration date, 4 stars. This goes on clear. It has a matte finish, alcohol-free, gluten, cruelty, vegan-free. No scent to this one, unlike the primer, which has that weird herbal scent at first. So this claims to be transfer proof. It locks in your makeup, it blurs your pores, controls shine, non-comedogenic. The directions are to shake this, hold 8 to 10 inches from the face, and mist evenly. Let it sit for a minute, and then you can repeat that as needed throughout the day. The pro tip is to add with the primer that goes with it and a setting powder. So obviously they recommend the milk setting powder, which just came out. It's loose powder. So I use quite a bit of this, and I have my sponge somewhere. I let this dry partially, and then I use a sponge, and the last step in my routine is to go over everything with the sponge. I believe it just melds everything together. There's no harsh lines. You can't tell where products stop and start. And as far as how this wears, I've only used it with this particular group of makeup products, but I believe that it wears very, very well. I've been happy with it. And that's our look for today. We're gonna go run errands now. So I hope you enjoyed this in-depth review of all of these products. I have one more Sephora haul and try on to do with you. I'm working on the research for that video now, so we'll do one more like this, a really long one. And then I have so many other products, new products, that don't necessarily make up a full face, but products to review and to try on for you all. If you like this style of video, this is what I love to do. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any suggestions or any ideas, please leave me a comment in the description box, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.